Every single second, billions of bytes travel across the world. We send messages, we buy product, and we share our deepest secrets online. Good afternoon, everyone. We entrust our life to the internet. But have you ever thought about how this data actually transfer? Is it safe, or is someone monitoring the data? I am Ferdiansa, representing Group 6. Today, along with my team, we are going to deconstruct the invisible language of the web. We will take you on a journey from the early days of the open web to the modern fortress of encrypted security. This is the story of HTTP versus HTTPS. To understand the present, we must go back to the past. The year was 1989. A scientist named Tim Berners-Lee introduced a protocol that would change human civilization forever. The protocol is called HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. In the early 1990s, the internet was a very different place. It was built for research and basic information sharing. Security? It wasn't even on the list of priorities. Over the years, HTTP evolved. We saw HTTP 1.1 and recently HTTP 3.0, which relies on the quick protocol for enhanced performance, but there was one major flaw that speed couldn't fix. As the internet grew, we started doing more than just reading papers. We start banking, shopping, and building social lives online. We need a way to transfer data securely.
In today's digital era, almost every human activity is connected to the internet, from scrolling through social media and online learning to shopping online. Every time relies on a fundamental technology that often unnoticed. HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol is a communication protocol used to transfer data between a user browser and web server. Through HTTP, text, image, video, and variant web content can be displayed properly on your device. HTTP works using a request-response model. This means that when a user types a website address, the browser sends a request to the server, and the server responds the request data. The HTTP process begins when a user accesses a URL. The browser sends a HTTP request containing methods such as GET or POST, along with headers that contain additional information, like security. The server processes the request and sends back a response in the form of web page or other data. As technology has evolved, HTTP has also gone through several versions. HTTP 1, Airlines, and long used version. HTTP 2, Introduction, Performance, Improvement through Multiplexing. HTTP 3, the last version, offering faster and more stable connection by using the development aim to improve performance, security, and efficiency in internet data communication. Many modern technologies such as NIC, F5, IP, LPM utilize HTTP to manage network traffic, security, and optimize web application performance. HTTP might be invisible to most users, but its role is essential. Without HTTP, the internet will not function as we know it today. Understanding HTTP means understanding the foundation of the modern digital world.
HTTPS is a secure version of HTTP that protects data user encryption. Its information set between user and website cannot be read or altered by others. When a website is accessed, the browser and server verify action author and create a secure connection. This keeps password, messengers, and payment data safe. Today, HTTPS is essential for online service like banking, e-market, and learning platform. The padlock icon in your browser shows your connection is secure.
Imagine you are logging into an account or making an online transfer. But did you know that the path your data travel through could be secretly watched by someone else? Today, we are going to talk about the difference between HTTP and HTTPS, and why one of them is much safer than the other. HTTP is a protocol that used to be the standard way browser communicate with server. The problem is, HTTP does not encrypt the data. This means everything you send through HTTP is still in plain text. Because it's not encrypted, anyone can read the data being sent, especially when you are using public network, like cafe Wi-Fi. And this creates a big opportunity for man-in-the-middle attack. In a man-in-the-middle attack, an attacker can secretly slip to your network traffic. So, even when you think your data is safe, in reality, the danger is very real. Unencrypted data is extremely vulnerable. Now, let's talk about HTTPS. HTTPS is basically the same as HTTP, but with an extra layer of security. It uses SSL or TLS to encrypt data before it sends. This data becomes like a digitally sealed envelope.
So, even if someone intercepts the data, they won't be able to read it without the encryption key.
Simply put, HTTP is fast and simple, but very rich. HTTPS is likely more complex, but far more secure. That's why today, almost all websites use HTTPS, from email service to financial transaction.
So, the simple conclusion is, always prioritize HTTPS when you are sending important data.
Alright, now appear a question. Why we must use HTTPS than HTTP? And I'm Ahmad Hamizan will explain it. The HTTPS must be used because it have three important points. The first point is HTTPS can encrypt the data. The meaning is all data transmitted between the user and the server is encrypted or scrambled. So, the third parties cannot read or intercept it. It will be protect the sensitive information like a password, credit card number, or other. The second point is HTTPS can authenticate to our website because HTTPS uses an SSL certificate to verify the identity of verified website, ensuring that users are visiting the real legitimate site. It will be reduce the risk of phishing or fake website. And the last point, HTTPS more trustworthy than HTTP. With 2 points above, make the HTTP most trustworthy because HTTPS will be more secure and reliable to user and server. So, that's all the reason why we must use HTTPS than HTTP. Thank you.
Imagine sending a secret letter through a glass pipe. Everyone can see it. That is the old HTTP. So, how does HTTPS build a wall around us? It starts with a computation called the TLS handshake. Before any data is exchanged, the server must prove its identity. It presents a digital ID card, the SSL certificate. Just like a password, it says, I'm the real website, not an imposter. Your browser instantly acts as a detective. It It's verify the certificate with a trusted authority. If the ID is fake, the connection is cut. But if it's valid, trust is established. And now the magic happens. Both sides generate session keys. The secure tunnel is built. The data is now encrypted. So any hacker watching outside is low, like random noise. And that is how HTTPS works.
Time out of your busy schedule to chat with us today. How are you, Mas Faisal?
Alhamdulillah baik.
Long time no see, Mas Faisal. Alhamdulillah, honestly, we are very happy and appreciate Mas Faisal present because our documentary topic today is quite technical and crucial. We really need insight and perspective from the expert himself. Now, before we dive deeper into this topic, let's get to know each other first. Perhaps our audience needs to know the profile of this great source in front of me. Please introduce yourself comprehensive, Mas Faisal, including your background in the field and perhaps your current project or technology focus. Go ahead, Mas Faisal.
Jadi perkenalkan, nama saya Muhammad Faisal Rosyid, bisa dipanggil Faisal. Saat ini saya semester 5 di Prodi Teknik Informatika. Untuk peminatannya saya ambil Cyber Security. Untuk keseharian biasanya saya ini sih kayak belajar-belajar, atau sekarang saya masuk ke komunitas namanya Nurul Fikri Student Cyber Security Community atau NFSCC, dan juga saya salah satu bagian dari METI di WTS atau Women in Tech Cyber Security. Untuk background ya kurang lebih saya udah mungkin 3 tahun belajar di dunia cyber security, sampai saat ini masih belajar sih. Ya mungkin itu.
Wow, that's great. So it's valid that we are with a source who is very competent in this field. Okay, Mas Faisal, let's get straight to the substance of this documentary. Our main theme today is HTTP versus HTTPS. These are protocol we access every day but often take for granted or are unaware of their use. My first question starts from the most basic thing. We often see HTTP and HTTPS in the browser address bar every day. From a layperson perspective, what is the fundamental distinction or difference between the two? It is just about the addition of the letter S, or is there a different security architecture behind it?
Oke, untuk perbedaan HTTP sama HTTPS. Mungkin bedanya kayak cuma ada S-nya doang. Jadi HTTPS itu ada secure-nya lah. S-nya itu bilang secure. Untuk HTTP sendiri itu kepanjangan dari Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Jadi dia tuh ibaratkan mengirim pesan menggunakan kartu pos. Jadi siapapun yang menangani kartu pos tersebut, mungkin bisa kayak kurir atau mungkin orang di jalan. Nah, dia tuh bisa ngebaca isi di dalam pesan tersebut gitu. Beda dengan HTTPS. Kalau semisal HTTPS ya, dia nggak bisa ngebaca isi pesan dari si amplop tersebut gitu. Ya, jadi intinya sih HTTP itu kelihatan ya isi pesannya itu apa. Tapi HTTPS ini tuh nggak kelihatan. Bukan nggak kelihatan, tapi lebih tepatnya dienkripsi atau diacak dari pesannya tersebut gitu. Mungkin itu ya.
So that's how it's work. That's really interesting explanation. Well, following on from that point, I'd like to apply this content to real life case study that student or remote workers often experience. Let's say I'm working from a cafe UFC using public Wi-Fi and I access a website that still use standard HTTP or Port 80. How vulnerable is my data to being intercepted by other people on the same network? It is true that the data is exposed a security expert often warn.
Oke, jadi kalau semisal kita ngegunain sebuah wifi publik di kafe atau bandara, kita tuh sama aja berselancar tuh nggak menggunakan apa-apa. Kenapa gitu? Soalnya apapun yang aktivitas kita itu tuh bisa kebaca gitu. Jadi kalau semisal kita, contohnya saya dan Mas Febri nih, seseorang yang kita tuh menggunakan wifi yang sama gitu. Nah, saya sendiri tuh bisa ngegunain tools yang namanya itu Wireshark. Nah, Wireshark ini tuh bisa ngelihat isi di dalam aktivitas apa yang Mas Ferdi gunakan. Dengan cara tadi itu ya, kita berada di dalam satu jaringan gitu. Nah, kalau semisal kita menggunakan website HTTP yang belum HTTPS, yang belum secure, itu tuh bisa dengan mudahnya tahu password, kalau nggak username yang Mas Ferdi ketik secara langsung gitu. Atau mungkin Mas Ferdi ngisi formulir gitu, ngisi formulir apa. Nah, dengan Mas Ferdi ngisi formulir itu, saya tuh bisa ngebaca isi-isi apa aja sih yang Mas Ferdi isi di dalam formulir itu, kayak data pribadi, nomor HP, terus alamat juga. Terus juga dari sisi saya sendiri yang menggunakan aplikasi Wireshark ini tuh bisa memantau aktivitas. Jadi Mas Ferdi ngebuka halaman apa aja itu bisa saya tahu gitu. Jadi kalau semisal di HTTPS itu tuh si penyadap atau hackernya itu cuman bisa ngeliat kayak barisan kode acak aja, atau ini bisa dibilang enkripsi ya gitu.
Oh, it is so dangerous for me using HTTP. Wow, amazing. Thank you very much for your detailed answer, Mas. The discussion just now provide you and the audience of this documentary with valuable insight. We are now more aware that digital security literacy is not only the responsibility of developers, but users must also be aware. Once again, thank you, Mas Faisal, for taking the time to be the main speaker in our project. Wishing you good health and continue success in your career and future innovation. See you soon, Mas Faisal.
Ya, sama-sama. Amin. Sukses juga Mas Ferdi.
We have discussed the mechanism, the handshake process, and encryption. Now, let's put it all together. What is the actual conclusion? Think of HTTP as sending a postcard through the mail. It sends information in plain text. It is open, it is readable. Anyone who handles that postcard or anyone on the same network can read your message. Whereas HTTPS is the armored truck. It uses SSL or TLS encryption to secure the communication between your browser and the server. It locks your data away. The internet is a vast and open ocean. Protocols such as HTTP build the ships we sail on. But HTTPS, that is the shield that protects us from storms. On behalf of I'm Ferdiansyah, Ananda Hidriyumi, Sofatun Najwa, Akila, Albani, and Ahmad Hamizan, thank you for watching. Stay curious and more importantly, stay secure.